Well, hello everyone. I'm Dr. Stock and this video is for entertainment purposes only. If you've watched my previous videos, you know that I am bullish on crypto. My favorite crypto is Ethereum. My favorite layer 2 solution that we have for Ethereum is Polygon, and I want to talk about Polygon and decentralized finance, and then I also want to move on to talking about Polkadot and the Coinbase effect. So that's what we'll talk about in this video, and talk about some of the price action that we can expect to see as time goes on for these cryptocurrencies moving forward. So with that said, let's get ready to rock. Welcome back. To those of you who are interested, down in the description is a link to my Patreon. If you go over there, you get access to my growth portfolio, my dividend portfolio, my weekly newsletter, which includes my weekly watch list of stocks. I also have a private Discord over there where we can talk about the stock market and about the crypto market. Either one is fine with me. I like all things investing in finance, and so you can go over there. We talk opportunities, and we're there to support each other, build community, and also work towards financial freedom. So that link for Patreon is down in the description. Go over and check it out. I hope that you like what you see, and I hope that you join us. Also down in the description is a link to WEBULL. It's the trading platform that I use in many of my videos. And if you click that referral link that's down there, sign up and deposit $100. You get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850. I get 2 free stocks for the referral. Thank you ahead of time for any support that you show. One really easy way that you can support this channel besides watching is to go ahead and subscribe and hit the like button to help out the algorithm and really get this video up ranked and out to more people so that more people receive the education. And the more support that I see from you guys, the more I can come here and bring you all the news and information that I find that is important and relevant to the markets, whether it's the stock market or the cryptocurrency market. With that said, let's get into the Dr. Stock Crypto Talk. Alright, so the first thing that I'd like to bring to your attention about Polygon is this article about the DeFi, the decentralized finance projects flocking to Layer 2 solution Polygon. Cheaper transaction costs, faster block times than what they would find working through Ethereum directly, where it's kind of slow because it's still working on proof of work, where you have to have consensus across all the miners in order to validate the block come through. Polygon instead uses a proof of stake running as a side chain. That's why it's called a layer 2 solution to the mainnet chain that we would have for Ethereum. And so they mentioned about the gas fees for Ethereum that they may have dropped, but you still have people moving over to Polygon because it's still, despite the drop in the gas fees, it's still cheaper to do those transactions on Polygon. And you can see the adoption of Polygon thanks to those gas fees that have spiked recently. And here we start to get into some of the statistics of it, that on June 13th, you had SushiSwap, which is the automated market maker, 15,000 unique active wallets on Polygon, and then Ethereum was under a third of that, only about 4,200 unique active wallets working on Ethereum at the time. Furthermore, when we look down here at this paragraph, we can see that the decentralized money market Aave logged a transaction volume of 6.75 billion on Polygon. And then when you look to Aave and Aave V2, that between the two of them running on Ethereum's main chain, running on layer 1, you have less than 5 billion. So we have higher transaction volumes on Polygon already running as that layer 2 solution, thanks to being more scalable, so it operates faster, and you also get away with much cheaper transaction fees. Tying this in with a bullish case that we have for Ethereum and the demand that we have for Ethereum, once Ethereum switches over to Ethereum 2.0, which is going to use proof of stake, this is evidence of the demand that we'll have for Ethereum. When we read this part of the article talking about the SushiSwap attraction, this part of it right here is that the fact that the trade volumes that we have, the transaction volumes that we have for SushiSwap on the Ethereum main chain, it says this may indicate Polygon's growth is mainly due to increased DeFi usage by retail traders and investors who are mostly conducting small transaction values. And that down here it says that the whales, and so the big money that you have, is still willing to pay the fees that you have to run on decentralized exchanges on Ethereum. Something interesting to look at when you look at Polygon, and its token is MATIC. When you look at it on the chart that we have here, we have these 3 green candles on the daily chart. These are known as 3 white soldiers, and what they can indicate is a reversal of the trend that we see. So we have this downtrend down this way, and then we have these 3 green candles moving up this way. This one's a little bit narrower than I would like it to be. However, I think that this is almost as clear and as perfect as you're going to get on a daily chart, that we're going to start inflecting upwards, and we're going to continue this upward momentum, maybe up to this double top resist that we have right around $2.20, and then we have this other double top resist here from $2 to $2.44. So that's significantly up from where it's at. So we have almost like between 25 and 30% to that first resistance area that we have up here. So like I said, this we have a double bottom support right here, followed by those 3 candles, so those 3 right soldiers, and then combine that with the fact that in the RSI that we're still up above 50, so we're in bullish territory for the relative strength index as well. So this could be a bottom that we have here, where it was still signaling bearish, with that double bottom support down at $1.25. So that's a fair amount of downside that we have, but we could break out of consolidation soon looking at Polygon. So this is from a trading perspective, I think we're going to see some pretty lucrative opportunities moving forward. And I think from a long-term investor standpoint, Polygon is something that at least until Ethereum 2.0 launches, that we're going to see continued success for Polygon over time. If we zoom out to see how the price action has occurred over a longer time frame, we can really see the big inflated amount that it had around the time that we had the initial sell-off, and then we have a ramp back up around the time of the Mark Cuban pump for that, with that double bottom resist that we have, double bottom support that we have right there, and then a double top resist around 220, and then we have more of a sell-off till there. And then, like I said, we have finally, I think people are starting to wake up to the fact that Polygon really is, with what it touts as the internet of blockchains on Ethereum. I think that Polygon is moving into an area of broader adoption, and that's really going to drive its price, because it's going to drive its demand as an alternative to working directly with Ethereum. All right, and we have this article yesterday around 4 p.m. that says Coinbase adds Polkadot trading to the Pro platform, and when we get to the chart, you'll see what effect that sort of news has on it. So this is actually pretty big news because of something called the Coinbase effect, and it might be alluded to in here. So Coinbase professional trading platform added DOT, which is the token for Polkadot, the native currency of the Polkadot blockchain. It said in a blog post on Monday, traders, if you have a Coinbase Pro account, you can put your DOT, your Polkadot token, into your Coinbase account. You wouldn't be able to trade it until at least 9 a.m. Pacific time on Wednesday, which is noon on the east coast of the United States, which is also market time for the stock market. So when you look at this, this is only in the event that it meets their trading requirements. So this could possibly be delayed. I don't see that happening, but if it doesn't hold up to the standards that Coinbase has in order to have it as tradable on their exchange, then they will hold off the exchange until those criteria are met. So I mentioned the Coinbase effect, and so when we talk about the Coinbase effect, basically what it means is that as soon as a coin is announced to be tradable on Coinbase, what you see is a sharp increase in their price. So on here it says an average, and I wish that they would give us more than just an average, but what we have is about an increase of 90% on average in the 5 days. So I pay attention to that right there, that this is over a 5-day period. So the news coming out yesterday on the 14th of June, that in over 5 days that we could see a 91% increase. So any run that we've previously seen, we still have 4 more days to really watch and see how that plays out, especially as trading becomes available on Coinbase on Wednesday. So I think that this would be a far better representation here, that 29% would be what to expect. However, Polkadot is highly anticipated. Dr. Gavin Wood, who also helped develop Ethereum, is somebody who has developed Polkadot or worked on developing Polkadot, and this is one where the parachain auctions have just started. What the primary chain for Polkadot is going to do is it's going to allow for stability and security, while the other chains, it's also going to offer interoperability, so it's going to provide bridges across different cryptocurrencies, and being able to support that natively is absolutely huge, and that's one of the reasons why I'm bullish on Polkadot when you watch for this. So their parachain auctions take place about 2 weeks at a time, and I think that they have a maximum capacity of 100 parachains, and if that vote passes, and if it's 2 weeks at a time, and 100 total parachains that it runs on it, that's 200 weeks. So that's over the next 4 years that this would take place, unless they start running those concurrently, which I'm not so certain that they'll do that. They also have parathreads, so parachains would run constantly as they get accepted, and then the pair of threads that are also available would be like by use cases that they would have in order to possibly like test stability and everything. So there's a lot more to say about Polkadot that's outside the scope of this video, so we'll just move on for right now. I want to take a look at their chart based on this announcement that we have of being tradable on Coinbase as of Wednesday. So right here we're looking at the daily chart, and you can see it dropped off the same time a lot of the other cryptocurrencies dropped off with the drop in Bitcoin price. And then we have a lot of sideways movement, and you can see this large green candle that we have here. This large green candle is that news dropping for Coinbase. So let's go intraday so we can see what that looks like. Look at all the volume that we have coming into Polkadot as soon as the news came out at around 4 p.m. So right now, exactly where I have my cursor on this hourly chart, we can see where the volume sparks really start to increase, and we start to see that rip upwards. And then finally we get a sort of a base of support right around about $24, we'll call it, that this thing's trading. And as we move into further trading, remember that the Coinbase effect is over a 5-day period. We are currently in day 2 of that, so we still could see 3 more days of increase for Polkadot in the short term. So from a trader perspective, there's reason to be bullish, and I also think thanks to the popularity that's expected out of their parachains that they have and the parachain auctions that are taking place in order to vie for those limited 100 positions that they have, with the ability to run them in parallel and also the interoperability across different cryptocurrencies. I think we're going to see a lot of strength coming out of Polkadot over time, and I don't believe that a lot of their fundamental value has already been priced in, especially because of this drop that we still haven't recovered from. So what do I see in the short term for this? I think that in an idea of like the floor becomes the ceiling, that we could see around these bottoms that we have here that are like $26 or $27 per token that we have. That would be right around, if we go from where we're at now to 27, right around a 10% increase in price over the short term. However, long term, I think that we will see these prices again, giving us 2x opportunities, especially as Polkadot becomes fully operational with all of its parachains filled out over time. So let me summarize. Over the long term, I think that Ethereum is going to overtake Bitcoin just because of its sheer usefulness and the fact that it is the general purpose cryptocurrency that's out there. And Layer 2 solutions such as Polygon and the adoption that we have for Ethereum, and also the growing adoption that we have for Polygon, also makes me bullish on Polygon, and we'll see how it plays out or as it shapes itself as we move into Ethereum 2.0, which brings in the native proof of stake for Ethereum, which is currently underway right now, but certainly not fully implemented. It won't be for another few years. But Polygon, however, is gaining a lot of popularity in the meantime, and we'll see how it plays out. It's working to be the internet of blockchains, where it does a lot to bring access and scalability to Ethereum while avoiding the high transaction fees that we currently experience. Polkadot, with its parachains and with its listing onto Coinbase, makes me bullish in the short term, that I think that we're going to see more price action to the upside. And I'm also bullish over the long term as we find out who takes over for those limited, the 100 parachain slots that are available on Polkadot moving forward. I think that we're going to see a lot of promise come out of the fact that it's natively interoperable, that it's going to have bridges that span different cryptocurrencies and allow a lot more fluidity. So what do I see for Ethereum? I think Ethereum is going to end up coming back to its bullish behavior, that we're going to see it go up over. It's currently been sitting around 2,500 per token per Ether, and I see that going up back up to 3,000 over the next few weeks, especially if Bitcoin manages to break its resistance. It already broke over the 40,000 mark recently. If it breaks over 42, then we have more bullish confirmation there and less likelihood of a reversal breaking to the downside. So for Ethereum, we're currently trading sideways, and for a volatile market like we have in the cryptocurrency space, trading sideways to me is a really nice thing, because it shows us where our supports are. And it also shows us where the resistance is. And with Ethereum, with all the developments that are being made, I don't think that over the long term we're going to be bearish. I think over the long term we're very bullish. Over the short term, I also don't think that we'll drop below that 2,000 level. I think that there's a lot of very firm support that sits there. As for Polygon, with those 3 white soldiers that it has, I see a reversal coming and us making it at least back up to that resistance in the short term of $2.20, possibly making back up to that double top resist that we had at $2.60. This might even be a $3 token that we have. The MATIC token might even go up to $3 each by the end of 2021. So that would be significant. That'd be nearly doubling where it's currently at right now. I can also see that same sort of future for Polkadot as those parachain auctions take place. And I think that there's going to be gaining popularity for Polkadot moving forward, especially including that Coinbase effect that we have. I think that that's going to be a positive catalyst for us moving forward. So thank you very much for stopping by. If you guys want to check out my Patreon, that link is down in the description. Also down in the description is the link for WEBULL. Click it, sign up, deposit your $100, get your 2 free stocks, and thank you for my 2 free stocks, and thank you for all the support that you show this channel. I really appreciate it, and I really look forward to expanding it over the next few months, and hopefully even over the next few years. If you haven't subscribed and you'd like to, please do hit the like button and help this video get up ranked so that more people can see it and more support can come to this channel. Remember, these videos are for entertainment purposes only. Always do your own research and due diligence. Contact a financial advisor before making any financial decisions. I'm Dr. Stock. Thanks for rocking with me. Now go get that money.